From Milwaukee, it's Movie Chatter.
Welcome to Movie Chatter Podcast, episode 210. I'm Dave.
I'm Don.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Kelly. She'll be here shortly. What's shaking, fellas?
Not much.
A lot of good stuff I've been watching.
Awesome.
I haven't been
Same
watching.
here.
I haven't been watching anything.
You
Binging.
haven't?
I've been binging.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I'm working on putting on a new sound system and bigger TV and all that. So while I'm doing that, I'm watching TV and fixing the TV and binging.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, me too. Just a lot of, not watching a lot, but in the last couple days I watched some stuff. Did you ever finish Shanghai?
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi?
Yeah, I did like it. I didn't love the end with all the big dragon fight. I didn't think it should have went there.
Okay, well, every movie's got to have a big final fight scene.
Yeah.
Didn't like that, huh?
I didn't love it.
Didn't love it. Interesting.
I mean, they're big monsters. You'd think I would like that.
Yeah, right.
Nope, they weren't killing enough people.
I loved that they looked exactly like the dragons and lion type monsters from, Chinese drawings that you see from like ancient drawings. It was like, okay, that's exact. They were doing them exactly right. They really are.
The big lion was very cool.
How about the water kind of weird graphics with water and all that?
Yes.
I mean, they had some interesting graphics that you've never seen before.
Yeah, from the bamboo forest that moved to
that was like trying to engulf them.
Splashy water. It's hard to describe that scene.
Yeah, so there was and at the very end, yes, there was some, dragon monsters.
It's good, so I'm going to have to say that, the Phase 4 here, Shang-Chi and Eternals, it's definitely, not as good as Phase 3.
Okay. Well, I would say that Shang-Chi is in the top 10 of all Marvel movies of all time.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
I'll have a beer.
Yeah, so, and I don't think my opinion is off from other people's as well.
Really?
I know,
it's very common.
The
to
ratings
say that,
are off the charts.
Yeah, people love that movie. I think it's fantastic.
What's the girl's name?
Aquafina.
I
mean, I
phenomenal.
Get you.
She makes
it.
it. She makes the movie real.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good, and I think it's better than the Eternals. What about you guys?
I think it's better than the
Yes.
Eternals. I think the Eternals, like I've been saying, is going to be better over the long haul. Like, you'll come back to it in 5 years and go, ooh,
yeah,
it was good.
I wonder, is the second Eternals going to be just leaps and bounds better because they're done with the origin story now? And now they can just get on with, a good, villain story, save the world, save the planet, save the universe.
I don't know when there will be a Eternals 2. I think it'll be...
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think it'll be more of, a Avengers. They'll...
Oh,
the individuals that made up the Eternals,
they might join in a group.
Right, they'll do Guardians of the Galaxy plus the Eternals plus Doctor Strange.
Angelina Jolie, isn't she scheduled to have her own?
No, actually, I heard not. That's loud.
All right.
Sorry, I just wanted to let everybody know we're drinking Leinenkugel Chocolate Dunkel, and Leinenkugel for all your beverage needs.
It is delicious. I look really white in that. That light on me. You guys like light on me. Light on Dave. We have Tommy Boy in the background if you're watching YouTube.
There you go.
Anything you want to keep cold.
Anything you want. We do. Dave, you've upgraded the room. We're not going to move the camera around, but there is a Godzilla shelf
cool.
and a bar in the corner. So
oh my God,
we have plenty of liquor and plenty of Godzillas.
Oh my God, there's
for everybody
on there.
Yeah,
lots of bourbon and lots of Godzillas.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. And we're going to have visitors on the 10th. Wait, the 5th.
What?
The 5th of December.
Is this happening?
Yeah, yep.
No way.
Yep. Well, that's cool. On St. Nick's Day, Nick will show up.
Tim and Nick.
Oh, my gosh. I haven't been a part of this.
Yeah, they said they're coming.
So. Wow. we are going to make it a special episode.
It'll probably be a blizzard.
It'll probably be a blizzard.
But, we got a big house. They can sleep
Oh,
in the basement.
fantastic. Well, that's going to be really fun. I can't wait. Those guys, by the way, go to Sushi. I'm going to need to get the have you seen the poster for their short?
I do like that. They had 3 posters to pick from.
3 posters to pick from. And while you guys are talking, I'll find it. I'll get a better I'll find a website for you to go to. But
okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I understand they're very close to finalizing.
Where are you going to be able to see that?
I think they're going to probably put it on YouTube. It's going to go to festivals, and then I imagine they're going to, have some sort of link you can go to.
4K Blu-ray?
I guess. I don't know what you do with a short film like that. I don't know.
I'd say YouTube.
It's really cool, though. I mean, definitely check out Lighting Up the Marquee and Here's My Take for podcasts related to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, what you been watching?
What you been watching? Well, I've been watching F9. That's all I can tell you.
Oh God, I just saw a piece of that. That's over the top.
That movie is. I'm going to recommend it if you are into Fast and the Furious. If you've seen them all, you might as well see this one too.
The sound was great,
and it's so over the top. They finally have just stopped explaining anything and just go for it from scene to scene.
Right.
There's no like, how are we going to do this? They just do it.
It doesn't have to be possible.
Right. There's just like huge chunks of information missing, but I think intentionally. So, I mean, they go into space, Bill. They drive a Fiero to space. So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw where John Cena,
he's
drives off a cliff and looks like an F-19 or something just opens up its bay doors and sucks up his car and keeps going.
Yes, they have. I mean, it does not have to be physically possible for them to put it in the movie.
Charlize Theron is in like a plastic box the whole time. Remember her?
With her little butch haircut.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
It is.
It doesn't even.
Have you heard? It doesn't even make.
So
you don't even have to. If logic and things being realistically possible are a stumbling block for you, don't watch it.
Well, I'm going to say that.
But if you just like kick-ass action,
I mean, if you want to compare F9 to Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong is closer to, Citizen Kane than F9. I mean,
right.
Godzilla vs. Kong, way more realistic.
But now, would you recommend it?
I would recommend it.
Okay.
It's over the top. I just wish they would have.
If you like, I mean, for your average viewer, or is it like a specialized, audience?
Somebody that just wants to unhook their brain for a little time and just see things explode, and you like the characters.
I like it.
I mean, it's extreme popcorn, Bill. It's
right. That's what I always, when you say unhook your brain.
Yeah,
that's what I think popcorn is.
Right.
Just fun, visually cool.
I just wish they wouldn't have.
We looked at Red Notice last week.
Yes, I was going to say it's in the same genre.
Unhook your brain, just fun.
They tried a little bit to make it serious,
right, with the family
story,
stuff,
but they should have just went
right. That's
for a full roller coaster.
That's the goofy shit. Is when the whole family shit. It's like, all right. I guess you had to try to make some kind of story, but there's really no story.
Yeah, it's so there you go.
Yeah.
That's all I've been watching.
Yeah. Sushi Short Film on Instagram is the place to go to for more information on Tim, and
we'll just go with what I've been watching.
Okay.
What Dave has been watching, because you guys probably have been watching everything I have been watching. Mosquito Coast. Bill told me to watch Mosquito Coast. I think Nancy, Mary, someone told me a while ago. I never did. You said watch it, and I just said, okay. It was like Friday night. We're going to Turn it on. It's on Apple Plus.
Give it a try.
Give it a try.
Yeah, Mosquito Coast. On
15
Apple
minutes
Plus.
into it, I look over to Beth and say,
Yeah.
no, I didn't say I said, this is not really good at all. Do you want to just stop it and try something else? And she went, let's just go for 5 more minutes.
Justin Theroux.
Justin Theroux.
You know, he's a good actor.
Very interesting. His uncle.
Crashing your party.
There's
Hey,
Kelly.
all right.
Fashionably late.
Talking about Mosquito Coast. I don't know if you saw that, Kelly. But
Hi, Kelly.
the main actor is Justin Theroux. Very cool. He's trying to hold his family together, and as they kind of escort out of being caught by.
Don't give me any information.
All right,
Bill.
all right, but they're escaping, right?
I'll tell you what I know.
They're escaping to the Mosquito Coast.
So it started off kind of just dull and boring, but their backstory.
Is there not a book by that name?
I don't think it's a book.
All right.
I don't know.
So anyway, the hook that gets you going is they're all like on the run from something.
But you don't know what it
and
is.
You have no idea.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Why does this feel so familiar?
It's a family.
Right.
The boy and the girl are probably in their teens.
Right.
She's probably 17, 18 almost. And they've been homeschooled by their parents.
And they're
Shelter.
moving
They
from
don't
job to
even
job.
have a internet connection.
Oh,
They are off the grid.
cool.
But otherwise, they seem pretty normal. They know that they're different than other kids as far as their family life goes. But all of a sudden, we gotta go.
What is the Mosquito Coast? You can tell me that. Is that like Florida or what?
Is it a place? Is it code?
South
Well, the
America?
interesting thing is it never manifests.
Okay.
It is a pretend area that they think they're going to go to. They don't just. There's never a Mosquito Coast.
Okay.
It
They
is a
think they're
book.
going to go to Mexico.
I feel like I've read it.
It
like,
is a book that was written by Paul Theroux, who is actually the nephew, or
Yes.
his nephew is Justin Theroux.
Oh,
So
cool.
how about that?
Yeah, so his uncle wrote
His
the
uncle
book.
wrote the book, and he
and
did the show.
Now this actually though was adapted, and the screenwriting and all that is, I'm guessing, different than the book by an interview that I heard.
Okay.
A guy said, "Yeah, they took my book and they really made it into a good movie, but this is so much tension, and there's a hook." Every episode, you want to watch the next one. This
There's
is
only
a
8
true
episodes. 8 episodes.
Yeah, and you're done. And I think it's drop the mic kind of a thing. I mean, they leave it a little bit open, but I think just watch this. I kind of think of
Cool.
Do you have to wait for 8 episodes before you really know what happened? I mean, does it take that long to figure out everything?
Yeah.
they keep giving you the parents aren't telling the kids everything, and they go, Mom, what's really going on here? Like, who's after us? And just before they're about to tell them what the real story is, something happens and they can't finish it.
Okay.
So they keep dragging. That's kind of a hook and kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a mystery. But I mean, did you watch Breaking Bad? Of course you did,
of
right?
course. Yep. Except for Don. Don's never seen it.
Okay, so imagine a
I've
person
seen some of it.
in Breaking Bad, you had a teacher who was extremely smart. In this Mosquito Coast, you have a guy who is
Really
so
smart.
extremely smart. He makes all these inventions that, could
Making ice out of fire.
right
yeah.
things like that. Is
Say what?
and so throughout the episodes, he will use his amazing intelligence to figure
To
things out.
MacGyver something.
Okay.
A little bit MacGyver-ish, but more
MacGyver.
MacGyver.
MacGyver-ish.
Not
Yeah.
MacDiver.
Okay, MacGyver. But so anyway, it's fascinating, and it had the feeling of like Ozark, with you have a family that
I
is
love that. Sure.
High
opposing,
drama, high
yeah,
stakes.
Been
but-
uprooted.
right, and then the cartel
Yes.
is
okay.
just you
Okay.
got to play it cool. The
somebody-
cartel.
They're on the run. They're on the run.
I do. I
They're on
have
the run
read
for
the book.
more than
But the good
one
news is
person.
I don't remember much of it all. So clearly,
You watched some
no,
of-
I read the book.
Oh.
That's why. I mean, I vaguely remember. I was like, isn't that a book I read? But I don't.
Isn't that
Clearly, I don't
interesting?
really remember
Kelly's
that much.
the reader of the group here. So
Not so
we
much
rely
these
on
days
you.
Read
anymore.
TV guide.
Hey,
Well, anyway,
there's some value to that.
Mosquito
Recommend
Coast.
awesome.
Bill.
What's the
highly-
platform? Where do I watch this?
Apple.
Apple
Oh, okay.
Plus.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's got to
right.
be good then.
Apple, right? And it's been out for
It's been out for a
two
while,
or-
a year.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, this is not
Was
new.
their first round
Nope.
of content?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and it was like you were mentioning this, like you thought, I want to watch it, but it's just the name, Mosquito
It says
Coast.
2021, so it's this year, but it's like the beginning of the year.
But it's almost
Okay.
2022.
right,
so
right. I think
Right, and so I put it off.
Believe it or not.
And then there just wasn't anything to watch, or so it seemed. So I'll try it, and all of a
And
sudden,
you got hooked.
oh my God, I watched it every day until I finished.
Nice.
So I binged it.
Nice.
Good.
Does
8
anybody
episodes.
else have a problem with Apple Plus where the navigation of it?
You know,
Like I
Yes.
watch Ted Lasso, okay? And I finish an episode and then like I want to rewatch it or something and I go to try to find it. And it's like they like clear it.
yeah, and I also
Like,
don't.
where is it?
Yeah.
I find that like
You haven't had that
it
problem.
doesn't leave off at the right episode sometimes. Like you know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I should be on episode 3, but I'm like, wait, now I got to just go find the show again and navigate to the 4th episode because it doesn't
Yeah.
just pop up and say continue watching where you left off. Like there's
Oh, that's weird.
It feels like it's
couple of
trying to be
weaknesses
smarter
there.
than me.
Oh, I haven't
or
had that issue.
I was like, did I give someone my password for this and there's been someone else watching
Oh,
it?
that's
what I
possible.
You know
you
what
guys
I mean?
might be too smart for it, and I might be the dumb guy that
Don's like,
they're
it's working fine for
yeah,
me.
They're like, I just follow what they do.
Well, I think that's
Sniff
part of
the
it.
whiskey
They are trying.
candle.
So with Apple, if you've finished and there's no more episodes, or you're waiting, they don't even show it to you. I mean, you got to like almost go to search to find it.
Yeah.
It's not like continue watching.
Interesting.
They don't or rewatch it, that type of thing. So until Foundation comes, the next episode came out, it just doesn't appear in your what to watch next.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Let's keep-
definitely some differences with their platform.
Let's keep
but-
on going for what
yeah.
I've been watching.
Okay.
The
Yes.
latest episode of Invasion.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
watched-
Another Apple show.
Really good. That little British kid is so good.
Yeah.
So there's a group
Oh, yeah.
that's in London or
London.
I started it.
Well,
So
okay.
how many episodes are you in now?
I think we're up
7.
to 6. Is it?
Okay.
Are you sure?
7.
And there's how many total? Not that many, 9 or 10, right?
Gosh, I hope there's a few more because
Just keeps getting better.
we need some information.
There's 10 episodes.
Yeah, I thought.
And
You're on the home stretch.
The African American soldier.
There's only been
he is quite
7 available.
aggressive, isn't he?
Okay.
Oh my God, he just can't go. He wants to just. He is
Yeah.
so paranoid
He is
Right.
from
pointing
being in
that
Afghanistan.
Gun. He is pointing that gun in everybody's face, like someone's gonna shoot you. You know.
yeah.
I know, but you think
Shamir Anderson as
you're in
Travante
Afghanistan or wherever
What, he's
he
just a little
was.
too intense?
You don't know if a little kid's
He-
going to come up and blow you up.
Right.
I mean, he's just he,
He
doesn't
doesn't trust anyone.
anybody.
Right.
And
He's a
his-
Marine, that everybody he knows is dead. He's got his gun, and he has a hair trigger.
Doesn't
He is
trust
ready-
anyone with
Yeah.
nothing to
Yeah.
And he
lose.
doesn't really
right.
understand what is happening, what he has seen.
No, he's military guy, and so this is completely foreign to
You're
him.
not watching,
And
it, are you?
Well, I started it. but
Okay, so let's not give away too much.
What have you seen so far?
Just the first episode.
First episode.
So a little bit of intro, and it's not like a huge bang of a start, really. I mean,
No.
because like we talked about, it's
You need
a
like
character
maybe
story.
4 episodes
Right,
of
right.
character building.
I just got the intro, right?
I would say it's continues to be a really good slow drip. They're not giving you much. Even in this last episode, which was really good, but it's still like there's not a lot of shit happening.
My favorite-
They inch every story forward like a little bit.
Right, so you have like a little kid who he's with his school buddies. They're on a
Right.
bus.
That's the group
And
that's in Great Britain.
So that's one.
Like 6 kids.
and then you have
private school. They're all isolated.
yeah, and then you have in America an Iranian family, I believe.
Right, in like the East Coast.
And they're having some divorce issues or whatever.
Cheating
but
father.
She gave up being a doctor to raise a family, and he's, and to me, that's the best section.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic story. Have you
Right.
seen them at all?
Yeah, we're just introed. Maybe I've
And
seen
then you
part of
follow
the second,
some
too.
Afghanistan military, U.S.
And
military
I saw that a little.
guys.
Japanese
Oh,
NASA.
that's
Right.
So she is in love with the woman who is in space,
Right.
and she is running the Japanese, like NASA,
Right.
right? And something is happening.
She's only
out
seen
in sp-
episode 1, so
Okay,
Yeah.
so whatever you've seen,
Yep.
I mean, I'll just tell you that the lady that's up there in the space station, her partner is running kind of like NASA.
She's
Well,
trying
we've
to
talked about it
figure
a
out
little bit too.
NASA.
So
Or it's
NASA.
actually JASA.
JASA, JASA.
Japanese.
robot NASA.
but so the point is, you still are just highly recommending it.
Oh,
You're-
yeah.
you're into it.
Oh yeah,
it's
I mean,
amazing.
because
Just
I like
keeps
it
getting
because,
better.
I've seen so many alien movies where it's all alien.
Right.
I want
And
actually
this one's different.
backstory.
Yeah.
It's
what's happening to the people when the aliens come to town.
right, exactly. Don,
Very cool.
You were telling us about
Gosh, can you say that name? That's the Iranian lady.
Oh, I had it written down.
Farhani?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
She's good. She's good.
My best dab. Sorry.
She's the mother doctor
She's been in actually quite a bit of
who
stuff.
really holds her family together. And along the way is rescuing people because she's a doctor.
Oh, she's
Awesome.
I mean,
Badass.
quite the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
she's
beautiful to boot.
beautiful, unstoppable.
Don, you were going to tell us about a couple shows. You're going to try to talk me into a couple shows.
Ooh, okay.
Sure.
Because I haven't watched enough stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to tell everybody.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Without
we're ready
giving
for,
it away, we're ready.
Ready for Don? What have you been watching?
I got
Okay.
one for you too.
So of those two, you said you saw one of them.
Okay. Which one?
Well, you have seen Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. Okay,
Yeah.
right. And I never
Yeah.
watched the cartoon, so I knew you liked it,
Right.
and I watched it.
This is a cartoon too.
So in
Yeah, I know nothing.
Okay, so 1988, 1998. I'm sorry, is when Cowboy Bebop came out. It's an anime that's super famous or super popular.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd put it on the level of say, Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
So
Really?
of ones that people know. Like mainstreamy kind of anime. Cowboy Bebop would be there. It's humorous. It's three bounty hunters who are kind of planet hopping.
Okay.
There's-
Yeah, I know of it.
Yep, and so that's all you really got to
And
know.
this is a remake?
And so
Redone?
this is now, that's actually available right now on Netflix. So go ahead and watch the actual original animated version of it. They have just the first season, 26 episodes. They're all about 20 minutes long.
Okay.
They're
like
really
that.
they're really good. You got Jet, Spike, and Faye, and they're looking for jobs and running from trouble. That's basically the motif.
premise.
The
Okay.
premise. Yep. And now it's been redone by Netflix, and it's been sort of a big thing that people have been waiting for, that are fans of the show. And there is a lot of controversy as to if it's good or not. It's gotten bad reviews.
I have an opinion.
I didn't look at the reviews before I watched it,
I
and
didn't
I
either.
loved it.
Really? Okay.
Because I thought it was really fun. So it's a live-action remake. It's 10 episodes available now. It's John Chu, who you would know from the Star Trek movies as Sulu.
Right.
Also he's Harold from Harold and Kumar.
Okay,
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
So that's who he is. Then there's also...
And he seems to be kind of the star of this.
he
show.
absolutely is. He plays Spike, who is the main character.
Okay.
In the original, and there's two other characters.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was, if you watch the first 10 minutes of it, I thought, boy, if you watch the first 10 minutes, you'll like it.
I
Because
watched 20 minutes.
there's humor, there's like a sort of a 70s throwback feel, maybe even 60s almost. It's violent but not gross. It's shot in sort of a unique style that fits a bit like comic booky. You know, they definitely are going for a comic book style. It's got high quality sci-fi, if you ask me. You know, cool spaceships and guns and shit like that.
There was like
Okay.
when he takes off, he goes to a different planet or whatever. When he takes off it with his ship,
and they go
I've
through
never seen those.
right, those like circles where it kind of like
Squares,
launch him into
Right.
like super
I mean,
speed.
they're using some really cool graphics, the latest.
I think so. You know, so that's good. I think they do a good job of capturing the anime vibe. Which,
live action remake is interesting. for
yeah, it
something
is,
originally
and it's difficult, and that's.
famously anime.
I think that's where now it's interesting because Dave has never seen it and he didn't like it, but it is gotten poor ratings.
I did not like it. Let me tell you what I thought.
Okay.
I thought for as action-packed as it was, to me, it felt like it didn't have the right, like it was direction problem, where it felt like everything was action-packed, but not quite. The show wasn't cut well enough where it wasn't like keeping your adrenaline packed, where they didn't have the timing right on everything.
I'm not going to say
Was
it's.
that? I was just going to say there was a lot of negative review. Was that similar strand of why it didn't get received
I don't know.
well?
I thought that
you
a
didn't
lot
read
of
it?
the negative reviews that I saw were related to people who I think like were really huge fans of the original and were like, "Oh, it's bad casting. Oh, John Chu doesn't look anything like the guy that he's, the animated character that he's playing."
Well, you
But I
got to
mean,
give
you-
people creative license to get recast.
Right.
I mean,
20 years later.
I just watched Speed Racer.
Yeah.
And everybody was perfect.
Yeah.
But they don't look exactly like it.
No, I mean, that's the interesting thing. Like
I'm sure that wasn't the intent.
And don't they want people like me
Spike
that have
doesn't
never
look-
seen anything? They want to catch new
Right.
people.
That's why I thought it was good. I mean, because if you know these people, John Chu is Asian. If you look at the anime version, the guy looks very, I don't know, like not Asian, just
really?
kind of like
Okay.
not American,
generic
but just
white guy?
generic and white guy. Jet Black, who's played by Mustafa Sakar, who was in Luke Cage and Brawl and Cell Block 99.
Okay.
He's actually cast real close. And then the last one is Faye, who's kind of a tall, in the cartoon, tall Asian woman with big boobs, very anime style. And she's played by an actress named Daniela Pineda.
I don't think I've seen her
Pineda?
yet.
Who's Mexican, actually. Okay. So it's different, but I think they all work really well.
Yeah, I was going to say, so what? That should not be a complaint.
I'll tell you what, watch the first 20 minutes. It's certainly fun.
I thought it was fun. I mean,
popcorn, right?
I agree with Dave in that maybe the timing, it's not an A+.
No.
But I thought it was fun.
I think I'll probably keep watching it a little bit more. It'll be my morning watch.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, if you're interested in that thing, I've watched already like 3 or 4 episodes, and it's cool. There's a story that starts forming.
Is it new?
Yeah, it's 100% new storyline.
Okay, well that's good.
Yep. So it's good. I think it's good. I think they do a good job of capturing that. Yep. So it's good music, big guns. It's like vinyl records and
again,
spaceships.
It's called Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, which is kind of a weird name.
Yep. So that was one of the shows that I was interested in.
All right, so talk me into the next one.
Here's the next one. Amazon Prime. Ooh. New show. Bill, you mentioned I think you know what I'm talking about here a little bit. The Wheel of Time.
Okay,
Oh my God, this is off the charts.
Now that is
Off
a
the
book that
charts.
I have read.
Okay, now hold on.
What? It's a book?
Yes.
Oh.
I want to jump in here. The trailer for that
Yes.
didn't seem that good. It
Right.
seemed pretty generic, and I'm like,
Yes.
is this going to be?
Okay.
I don't know. Is it a bad trailer?
I don't know. So
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Oh, you haven't watched
You
it
don't
yet.
want it.
No, I have.
You don't want the trailer to be the best part of the experience.
You have watched it?
No, I have not
mean,
watched
read
it.
it. Read
Yes, I have read the book.
I've heard
So-
the reviews are off the charts.
What have you, Kelly? Let's start with Kelly.
It's
Do you
been,
re- I mean,
it's been
do you re-
years and years.
I
but
apologize
a
for
lot of
everybody
it would
screaming
come back.
into the mic.
Was
Sorry,
it good?
We'll take it down
Did
a
you
notch.
enjoy
Yes.
it?
And it's actually a book I've read more than once, I believe. But it's been years and years, so I wouldn't be able to like spoil the movie with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we need a refresh. But I didn't. I feel like the preview didn't tell me much about the movie.
Okay.
Is what I kind of thought.
Well, the show sounds
a
like
series.
it sounds
Or-
epic.
yeah, sorry, the series. But
It
I mean,
sounds like an epic show.
right, epic. But it
The
didn't.
trailer
Okay.
didn't seem epic.
So here's what I have. It's
What do
an
you got?
epic fantasy world.
Epic.
It's medieval times. I would say think Lord of the Rings without hobbits.
It's complex. It
It is complex.
More female than
Okay, it's
male.
it's definitely female centric.
Okay.
Rosamund Pike leads
yeah.
Love
an
her.
entire female, entirely female group of sort of noble people that are searching for the reincarnation of an ancient power. So there's so there's supposed to be somebody that is, I don't know, capable of big stuff and is being reincarnated into just an average person. We don't know if it's a man
and
or
it's actually
a girl
book
or a woman.
series. So you're talking like a lot of content.
Right.
So to boil it even down into a series will be interesting.
Right. Yeah. And I've only watched the first episode and
Just came out.
just came out.
this weekend. This weekend, Bill.
Yep, just came out, and to be honest, I would say you're gonna need to get, if you like a big action, you need to get to about 34 minutes.
Okay.
34 minutes specifically before something really big happens, and then you're like, okay, wow, all right, now some shit's gonna go on, because up until then it's like, medieval times and
Yeah, they're setting it
people buzzing around on horses, and
Does it look like it'll be something nice on the big screen?
Yeah, I think so. There, at that point, there's some special effects and some. I mean, there's a 10-minute battle that happens at that point.
Okay.
Not
And
to
how are
spoil
the
it.
effects in this battle?
I would say they're pretty darn good. It's pretty CGI heavy with some characters, some like, monster. Let's say like if you want to relate it to Lord of the Rings, sort of orc type people
Okay.
come into it, but they're more like I don't know, horned, hooved
Sure.
people,
Centaurs or whatever.
There you go, centaur sort of stuff going on. Yeah, but Rosamund Pike is really good in there.
Does she care a lot?
Oh God. Just kidding. I could not watch that one where she was in Care a Lot.
Yeah,
I care a lot.
I think it's worth at least a view of the first episode.
Okay.
See what you
Okay.
think.
Sample it.
See what you think. Mm-hmm.
Well, again, the reviews are off the charts,
Are they
mind blowing,
Wow.
A plus.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I've read on Entertainment.
I might
Weekly.
watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't had
I
time
think
to watch it yet.
you'll probably enjoy it.
Hopefully it's full screen.
I don't know.
I remember if it was cut off.
Mm,
Like, use the TV. If it's comes out on TV, use the whole TV.
I think it's full screen.
All right, so Wheel of Time on Amazon.
Cool.
Yep, Amazon Prime. Yep, that's a good one.
What was the one that you were talking about? You had one, Bill.
Oh my God, was this good? I just love this. So, Stephen King and J.J. Abrams produced this. It's from a Stephen King's book. It's called 11/22/63.
What?
What if you could go back in time
Wait, 11?
and prevent,
Like the date?
the date that President
Kennedy was shot.
was assassinated.
Really?
So,
That's the premise?
yeah, and so great acting from the lead,
Jesus.
James Franco.
Did you see that on YouTube? The entire earthquake.
And this is a timepiece because when you go back to the 1960s, everybody is so good at being,
Mad Men-ish?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Mad Men-ish in terms of, like there's a part where James Franco goes, Jesus Christ, and people are going, you don't have to swear. I mean, it's like, in 1960s, it was a little bit more wholesome and everything. I mean, they hold to that. And so he's got to shave his beard and all that and get a white shirt and tie and wear a hat. It's
What's the name of the show again? 11?
It's called
11-22-63.
That is the name of the movie or series.
A high school teacher travels back in time to prevent John F. Kennedy's assassination.
Well, there you go.
Drama, mystery, romance, sci-fi thriller.
I don't want an
and I would
explanation.
like to emphasize the romance because, oh my gosh, you'll just fall in
James Earl
love
Jones?
with Sarah Gadon. And I looked her up. She's never had a main thing, but when they meet, it's like, oh my God, you just fall in love with her. She's 28 years old, I think, in this.
Here. Okay.
In actual age. Anyway, so just think Stephen King. So it's going to be a little bit weird, a little bit. There's going to be some violence.
I like Chris
but it's
Cooper.
never over the top. It's not like horror violence, but it's a little. I just loved it, and it. At the end of each show, and there's 8 episodes, I believe.
8 episodes.
And there's a great ending. There's a great ending, but every show there's a hook, and you can't wait to the next one. And so you literally, it's kind of weird. You literally go to the back of this closet that's in a diner, and then when you go through it, all of a sudden you're on the asphalt of the parking lot of that diner, but you're in 11-22, you're back in 1960.
October.
I think it's actually
That's what
almost
it says here.
3 years before. I think you get there in 1960, and he wasn't assassinated until 63.
He needs a little bit of time to,
so
to
he's
figure
literally
it all
got to
out.
be there for 3 years in order to prevent that if he can,
He's
right?
got plenty of time to figure
So
it out.
it's historically
I love it.
interesting. There's romance. There's violence.
Does he save him?
No, don't tell us anything.
Does he save him?
Did you see the
There's a
whole
lot of
series already?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
I couldn't stop.
Is this
Nice.
a movie or a series?
It's a series
series, and each
8
one's about an hour.
on Hulu.
Maybe
First one's an
Ooh,
hour
Bill.
and 20,
God.
and then it's down to like
You
50
sold
or
me.
48.
But
Okay.
yeah, drama, mystery, romance, sci-fi, thriller. It's a lot going on there, and I love it.
And the acting is great, and it's a little because of Stephen King. You're gonna see some weird shit.
Very creative storytelling.
Yeah, great writing. Just I didn't know what to expect, and so it really hit me,
Okay.
and I loved
Cool.
it. I loved
All right.
it.
Has anybody
Highly
watched
recommend.
an actual movie chatter podcast?
All of mine are series this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Philip
All of mine
Dukey
are
gets on
shows.
me all the time. I thought you guys
I
were a
know.
movie
Talk about
podcast.
a movie
Yeah, we should be series chatter.
Right.
lately for sure.
Chatter.
Just-
Chatter.
Just chatter.
The new Spider-Man trailer. That was a movie. Really good. That's all I'm going to say. Really like
Yeah.
the trailer.
I'm kind of excited to see The House of Gucci. If we're going to talk about a movie coming out,
Ooh.
that's this
I'm
week.
with you on that. Yes.
That's some chatter.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Wow.
She
So many-
said she spent
Yeah.
like 9 months in character, like
really?
literally, days at a time, speaking an Italian accent, like went off the deep end. She said she actually had some like psychological repercussions from going too far into character.
Wow.
Wow.
Method acting
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Daniel Day-Lewis type.
Right.
And there's a bunch. I mean, that movie is just plumb chock full of
Yes.
big actors.
Right.
Adam Driver. I mean, just
He's kind of known for that too.
he's
Jared Leto in a big,
Chubby
prosthetic face looking
Well,
thing.
and I love. I mean, like everything I'll talk about today, it circles back on that. But I love things based on a true story
yes.
because it's like,
There you go.
how do you hook me if I know what happened? Like, still, tell me the story. You have license to dramatize, and do things a little bit.
It does make it interesting to know that this really happened.
Yes.
Or like, Yeah, you're getting a little bit of reality.
Even those parts of it that are like, well, this is too sensational. That can't be true.
Yeah.
But if it was, gosh, that just heightens it for me. Love it.
Al Pacino is in there as well.
There's lots of names, and I think that's going to be good.
Yeah, and that's in theaters right now.
Theaters only, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I can't believe we haven't seen Last Night in Soho yet. I wish one of you people would see it.
Remember, I wasn't going to go to the theater at all, so I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean,
Yeah, all right.
I spent the money. You don't know.
Spider-Man. That's are you
You're
gonna
like,
go to
my
see
home
that?
theater's better.
It is. It's way better. I mean, I don't know.
Now that you've been back, you just confirm that even more.
I just watched Shang-Chi down there. I just watched Endgame and Infinity War with the new IMAX format. I mean, it's mind-blowing. You need to come down and watch some Endgame or
I'd
Infinity
love to.
War
I'd
after
love
the
to.
show.
Sure, that sounds great.
And your mind will go.
I'd love to watch some of these trailers. Have you guys seen the trailer? I think it's the final trailer now for Nightmare Alley.
You know what? I started watching that. I see who's our guy?
Who's our guy? That guy right there. That's our guy.
Lady Gaga's old boyfriend.
Right.
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Thank you.
But anyway,
Not really, but not really.
I'm so looking
boyfriend.
forward to that I just turned it on for a second and said, I'm shutting it
Never
off.
mind.
I don't want to see
want
anything.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro
Yeah.
is I
That's
think
right.
producing it.
I was hooked within 3 seconds.
Where is that going to be available? Do we know?
I think that is actually a theater only movie.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're
Bastards.
Kate Blanchett
Yeah, that looks really good.
Well, in 6 months, we'll have a review.
in December
17th, it said?
17th. Thank you. Theaters
That
only.
beer is really chocolatey.
So tasty. It's like a shake.
I love
I
it.
mean,
It's not even a beer.
Num, num, num.
I can't. There's no calories on there, but it must have a lot. Jeez.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That's when I'm a little bit disappointed was in theaters only too, because I just want to see it so bad, and it's
I almost
harder for me to get to the theater.
Me too. I almost want to subscribe to Paramount Plus. I think you can see it if you go.
Yeah,
to
I think it was
Paramount
like
Plus.
just at first it was theaters only, and now I think it might be available for that extra subscription or whatever. But
191 calories.
you could, yeah. You had to
I
put
mean,
your
is that a
glasses on
lot for a beer?
No, because oftentimes they're $3.50.
Oh, really?
I mean, well, it depends on the
If you're-
alcohol level.
If you're on a diet, it's not nothing, but
right. Now we had dinner.
yeah, I'm fine with it.
No, that's pretty good.
Okay.
What about
Worth the delicious.
King Richard?
That looks really good too.
And I haven't watched it yet. It's available.
Right, it's available on HBO Max.
That looks like a very fine piece of work from Will Smith, honestly.
Yes.
Sorry.
I think that's he's one of those actors that like I feel like it took a while for everyone to respect him for his, that
Who
he
is it?
had Will Smith.
Oh,
It took a while for everyone to be like, all right,
Maybe
he's
I'll
got
watch
some
that
chops.
tonight, because-
you know what I mean?
at the theater, the trailers looked so good, and then it's available.
It is.
I
It's
haven't
available
watched it.
now. I think
Oh my
it's
gosh,
I think
I
it's gonna be
haven't checked it
really
out.
good.
Oh,
yeah.
I want to watch
You have
that.
HBO
Also,
Max.
true story.
Only got 5.7
That's what gets me.
million. 5.7 million. at the
Does it have good
theater.
reviews?
Humongous reviews.
Yeah,
90% plus.
Very high
Rotten
audience
Tomatoes
and Rotten
and
Tomatoes.
audience. Yeah, skyrocket.
I did see
Oh,
that.
but it was released at the theaters. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. It's HBO Max right now, though.
And that's one that like the only reason I'm waiting a little bit is because Dan and I will watch that one together. I know
Okay.
he'll like it. That's like
You like
Yeah.
it's sports.
sports,
Yeah.
daughters. I got
Daughters.
him hooked. Yeah.
And then Spider-Man No Way Home. That's also coming out in the holiday season.
I've
It's
only watched the
December.
trailer one time. It looked crazy.
I have
good.
heard that they are predicting that this is going to be $100+ million opening weekend.
Whoa.
People
Yeah.
love Spider-Man.
They really do.
People
and
love going to the movies for the holidays too.
They do. Toby Maguire. Who's our young fellow?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Holland, that's
Toby Maguire. It was like
The other one.
7 ago.
I feel like, I don't know, he's kind of the most popular He's the most lovable Spider-Man.
Can I show
is
you
that fair?
I want to show you a picture.
He
There's
is.
such debate about that, but I just who doesn't like Tom Holland?
People say that Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker. They say Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man, and they say that Tom Holland is the best
blend.
Both. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's just what I've heard.
Dave has a crinkle in his forehead. I don't know if he buys it.
Dave doesn't buy my shit ever.
No, I do love Spider-Man 2. That was a great movie.
Well, we've got Doc Ock coming back.
Yeah.
That's right.
I want to show Kelly a picture completely unrelated to Movie Chatter podcast, but if I don't do it right now,
I feel like
it'll be a reaction.
We need like an MRI scan to see what my brain does.
It's babies. Just check out that picture.
Oh my goodness, that's lots of babies.
Before and after.
Oh wow.
6.
Is that? I was going to say I'm trying to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th?
What an interesting picture.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Isn't that a wild picture?
Is that
Very
like about
cool
3 or
picture.
4 years apart? Or a couple of years?
Show it on YouTube.
Yeah. Shove it in the camera.
I just thought I wanted to see
I feel like
your
that's-
mother reaction.
That's half my life. I feel like is draped in babies. I love it.
Could you imagine that many babies?
Gorgeous. No.
Can you imagine 6 babies?
No, I mean I have a 4, 2, and baby, and that's enough. Babies are helpless.
Helpless.
Although, when you got a room full of babies, at least everybody's on the same track.
Can you imagine-
just get them on a routine schedule. It's like diaper, feed. I mean, like you'd just be on a constant.
You have 6 necks to support.
Yeah. You'd have to get creative with what kind of strollers and carrying.
I'm sure someone would
devices
have
you had.
a soiled diaper a little
Oh,
longer.
absolutely. At all times. Yeah. That's practically my case. Like somebody's pooping at any given moment of the day.
How long would it take to change 6 diapers?
Oh, you'd get good at it.
No, but what do you
I mean,
think
with
you could...
fast.
6 diapers?
I mean, how fast could you go through 6 kids with diapers?
If
Less
they're all
than 10 minutes if you had to.
Really?
If
Oh,
they're all
yeah.
on a table waiting?
Right. You just have your situation would become
Next.
much more efficient. Yeah.
I would dunk them in the
Line them
flour.
up.
Right. Do you have an entire room dedicated? Like there's like one big like shelf where there's baby,
Right.
all in a row?
If you had 6 kids, I'm sure the community would be like
Oh, yeah.
donating diapers to your house, You'd be famous.
It takes a village, no matter
6
what.
kids?
Could you use
That
a
doesn't seem
conveyor
like
belt
enough.
or
6
something?
Right.
6 tuplets?
I feel like
that
they'd
doesn't
have
happen
things-
very often.
6 tuplets. Right. If it was that way, sure.
I just can't imagine how she felt with 6 babies in her belly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That sounds like
That's-
torture. Because, yeah, being huge pregnant was my least favorite thing about having kids, for sure.
How small can you make them to
Right.
get them all in there, right?
I'm sure they were very tiny, but they all look very healthy now, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
they all-
amazing.
and they all want their own room.
Yeah. I
I
know,
want some
right?
space.
That's what I mean. How that felt. Like 6 pairs of elbows in there. Ugh.
Well, you're done. You
Nightmare.
don't have to have any more kids.
Correct.
Oh yeah,
That
but,
is
Just get those.
but I'm still predicting
Getting them to
at least
college.
one more.
no.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No. Hard no.
Hard
We
no.
are already out of room.
We're already out of room.
One will have to come live with you, Dave.
Yeah, the podcast room here. I mean, we'll just put a tunnel
Yeah.
between the
Just
There
put
you
them
go.
houses.
bassinet in the corner.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
Have you been
Yeah.
watching anything else? Is there anything else we're missing?
I want to just ask
Sure.
about one thing that's
Yeah, let's-
new. I've got 3 episodes in. I actually just started the 4th, and I know Don saw a little bit of it. But if anyone else saw The Shrink Next Door,
Wow, you're
I
3
did.
episodes in?
I did. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
I
Will
dove
Ferrell,
right in.
right?
Okay,
For-
yes,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd, Catherine Hahn.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
so
funny?
Let us
You
give
know
us
what?
your opinion.
It's funny, but it's not supposed to be. Like
You
it,
talked
Right.
about Rosamund Pike in I Care a Lot. I almost have the same. I mean, to a much lesser degree, but it's a psych guy that's taking advantage of this. He's not actually helping him, but like taking his money,
right.
right? And so it's kind of pisses me off.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
like you
I don't
like.
like it.
Paul
Do you
Rudd is
feel
bad.
like you
Well-
don't want to see it, but you can't look away? Kind of like
I'm only in one episode, and by the end of it, you're like, huh, is he good or is he bad?
Yeah.
It's like, is he I know Will feels better, but is this good?
I appreciate how they kind of slowly drew that out. So I'm 3 and just started the 4th, but I feel like they did that to you where you're like, well, there is some positive effect here. Like maybe it's not so bad, but then you're like, no, that's inappropriate. No, he's kind of bad. And I feel like now we're going to get to the point where like, oh no, he's fucking bad.
Okay. By 3 or 4, you realize
like,
that he is taking advantage
we're going
of
down that road. Like it's going to, and now this is based on a true story too. So again, I am just enthralled by it and I refuse to look it up.
I didn't know it was
I do
based on
not
a true
want to
story.
know.
They do say that.
Because I'm like, how bad is this going to get? Like,
it
what is
Apple
he going to
Plus?
make him do?
Apple Plus.
God, this is the Apple Plus show.
It is, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff on Apple
40-minute
Plus.
episodes. Yeah, you say Paul Rudd, Will Ferrell, Catherine Hahn.
How funny is Will Ferrell? In like a...
Catherine Hahn is his sister.
Yes.
Is this
Is there
his-
light humor?
They're funny,
Yeah.
but it's like deadpan dry funny.
Yeah.
Well, that could be
They're-
good.
I would
They're
say-
not trying to be funny
Right.
at all.
I think Paul's like Jewish New York accent is almost like over the top in the first episode
Little
for me,
cheesy, yeah.
and it's like I'm not sure if it's like if it kind of grows on you by the end of it, but they really are. They're pushing the limits, and there's like I don't know 1% of humor throughout the whole thing,
Right.
Just because of
Who they are.
who they are and the way that these like personalities,
Right. I mean, you're expecting them to be hilarious. You just expect
Yeah.
that of Will Ferrell. So I
Catherine
feel like there's a little
Hahn's-
bit of that. Yeah, and she's so funny always. Like I adore her.
She's really good,
But just
top of her game.
yeah, they're all acting very well. The
What do you-
writing is
What
good.
do you think about
It's-
Will Ferrell?
It's interesting, and I respect him for it's like you almost don't notice that he's Will Ferrell sometimes, and
Yeah,
that is a
yeah,
high
he does a
bar
good
to meet.
job.
It
You
is.
know what I mean?
Right,
No.
because you want to say like, oh,
You need him to be like that dopey, tripping over Will Ferrell, hilarious guy that you
exactly,
expect.
but somehow you don't get that at all.
Right.
You're not.
He's like
you don't-
vulnerable and
You don't
being
feel weird.
manipulated.
You're not.
and-
You're not like. You don't feel uncomfortable that he's trying to be serious.
No,
I think he
he
does a
sells
really
it.
good job.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, he sells it for
He's
sure.
acting his ass off, and I think they did a really good job. Even just their choices on his facial hair and how his hair is done, and his glasses
Yes.
and stuff, and his wardrobe. That where you can forget that he's Will Ferrell.
And the character himself, it kind of lends himself to being, a little Will Ferrell-ish.
Right.
He's
He's a
this
little
sort of
dopey.
Yeah, dopey, vulnerable kind of guy.
The
that
Shrink
The
next
Shrink
door.
Next Door.
the Shrink Next door.
And it's on Apple.
Apple. I was super apprehensive about watching it. I was
I
like,
know.
Well,
was like,
I got
oh.
to episode 4, and I just
Wow.
like I'm so pissed. And they actually give you a little. They actually show you
Like a flash forward.
flash forward where Will Ferrell. I can't say
don't
it, but
don't
he's,
tell me.
He's
From the
mad.
He's
He's
mad. The first episode. I'm only in one episode.
They give you a very sneak flash forward at the very, very beginning of the
Yes.
whole series.
Yeah, like they it's a timeline on the thing. 2010, and it's a party, and it's there's some shit going on that gives you that flash forward. Then they bop back to 1982,
80s, yeah.
which is when they first met. And then
I'm surprised you didn't want to watch it. I thought it would be automatic. Did you watch the Will Ferrell Avalanche movie?
No, I never watched that because I just want him to
You
be
love
funny.
Will,
I just
right.
want him to be
You love Will as he is.
ya
Ricky
ding
Bobby.
dong.
As you know
Ricky
him.
Bobby, yeah.
Right.
or Elf.
Oh God.
Elf.
But I don't blame him for wanting to do other things, right? I mean,
Right.
this is his craft. He's capable. So I respect it, and I think,
I'm glad he did something that
yeah.
he's looking good in.
yeah.
I mean,
And
Paul Rudd's good too.
I'm going to keep watching it because I can't look away now, and I need to know what happens.
okay, excellent. Well, that's going to get me to watch more because I thought after one episode I'm in, but I'm not sure what I'm up for.
Let's watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
this is episode. I felt like I haven't watched anything.
Yeah.
But I have a list here,
Well, stuff to watch.
and I'm gonna get on it. And we'll check with me next week, see if I did it.
Yeah, we got
I'm going to watch Mosquito
11,
Coast.
22, 63. You got
Mosquito Coast is
Coast,
a definite watch. That.
Wheel of Time, King Richard on HBO.
I want to also
Wheel of
say,
Time, Amazon.
by the time we do the next episode, I think all of us might have Disney. I've been watching Dickinson, which nobody watches, which is a great show.
I should check
with
that out.
With
Haley Steinfeld.
Steinfeld, right, which is the final season. But her new show on Disney Plus, Hawkeye, starts next Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why Dickinson got ruined for me? It was an Apple Plus issue of their platform. I watched the last episode of the season first. And I was like, ugh.
Oh, that's right, of season 1.
Right. And I was like, well, crap. Did that...
Now you just wasted a whole season.
Well,
start second season.
Right.
Third season, it's not as great, but...
I've done that.
I mean, it didn't make it terrible. It was a decent little show, but...
I'm excited to see her as Hawkeye. That looks like a fun Disney show. That looks like
with Hawkeye. She's not Hawkeye.
No. Right,
She's in it.
Obviously, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, but
is
I
in
bring
there.
that up as Mayor. He's in another one now. Mayor of. God, I forgot.
You're right. Mayor of.
Not of Mayor of Easttown.
I know,
Mayor of
that's
something
what I want to
else.
say. Just when you say
And
Mayor of.
it is hard to watch. He is like a middle. He's a broker for people that are in prison. He's in his town that has 5 prisons, and it's very hard to keep the peace, but he gets paid to keep the peace on that.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not really into it. I watched a couple of shows.
Mayor.
We'll talk about it next week.
Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown.
Now we have to go through that long ending now. I've usually cut it off, but Don... We're gonna
You weren't
let it-
doing your hand signals,
The
Dave. You gotta-
YouTube will be ending now.
Well, Bill was doing a review during the closing credits.
Sorry.
I mean, keep your eyes on the TV, Bill.
Everybody
Tommy Boy.
wave.
I know, I got distracted a couple of times.
Look over there. There's the camera. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, we're on YouTube, and
Please subscribe. Oh, I'm supposed to say that first. We got 1 new subscriber. Thank you,
Yay.
new subscriber.
thank you. Thanks to anybody that's listening to this show.
We will
You know-
send you a sticker if you email us.
They're
Yeah.
really nice stickers, too.
moviechatterpodcast@gmail.com.
Email us. Tell
tell-
us what to talk about.
Yeah, you want to tell me anything. Mm-hmm. Send me a video. We'll watch it. We've done that
Yikes,
before,
That
right?
sounds risky.
No, I mean, well, right, yeah. Definitely send me a video.
Send me a video. Oh, man. Come watch this
Oh,
video
boy.
with me, man. This is some crazy shit, man.
Hilarious.
So,
Anywho.
anyhow, let's
right.
let's go. Let's go watch some
go watch-
Endgame.
Sounds
Ooh.
good.
All
All
right.
right.
Say goodbye, Dad. You have to do the first one.
Until next time,
Goes like
goodbye.
that. There
See you, boys.
10-4 over and out.
Later.